Hey, what's up guys? Chris here from Reviews and Stuff. Long time no see. I've been kind of focusing on this car group that I have, and which in this video I'm actually going to talk about some of that because I'm going to do a review of an ML-L3 shutter release button for the Nikon, which is very useful. Most people don't see it. It's very underrated because when people think wireless shutter, they think you need a flash with on the other side just because you can't access the camera. But in car photography, sometimes you have to get the camera really low, and you don't want to keep bending to press the button. You might want to just aim with a remote and press it like that. So here's my car case with the sticker on it. It is stuck on the tripod. I'm not sure if it's going to be mirrored. Now it's mirrored, but that's probably because I'm recording. But I'm using a D80. I'm going to tell you right now what this remote is compatible with. It's called the ML-L3 remote control for Nikon. And now Nikon has these remotes. They're for about 20 bucks, just around, in B&H, New York City Superstore. They have it for about 17 bucks. But I bought it on eBay for exactly $3.28, and it works perfectly fine because all it does is use the infrared sensor on the camera to turn on the camera. You just have to set the camera to the specific mode. So it works for the Nikon 1J1, J2, V1, Coolpix P7000, P7100, the D3000, D40, D40X, D50, D5000, D5100, D60, D70, D7000, D70s, I guess, D80, D90. And I have here the D80, but I am very soon updating to the D5100, which is the Nikon equivalent to the T3i with the swivel screen and everything. It's very similar, but since I already invested some money in a Nikon lens, I might as well stick to Nikon. So here's the remote. It is the size of a thumb. This is exactly the size. Let me see what I could compare it to that you guys would actually be familiar with. I have nothing to compare it to except for this dime. The button is around the size of a dime. And then from then on, you can imagine how small it is. It's very easy to misplace. It runs on a one of those watch batteries, that quarter battery, or I don't know what the term for it is, but you probably get it at like your near CVS if it dies. I mean, if it ever dies, because it uses so little power, I think it lasts for a very long time. And I'm pretty sure the remote itself would be cheaper, which would make sense. I think it's this way. Yes. Okay, so I don't think you could see anything. I remember on certain cameras you could see some remote controls going off. So now you have the camera, the D80. This is the D80, and what you have to do is you have to set the shutter option. And on this camera, on most cameras actually, it looks like that right there, because that is the fast picture taking mode. So you click on that, and actually right there at the top you can see the little remote. So basically you press that button until, let me turn the light on here, until you see a little remote. So you see at the top right there, it's on single shot. Now let's see which way. This way. So if I keep pressing, see, it switched to the fast mode, timer mode with a remote, and now just the remote. So now this button doesn't work. It shouldn't. I was wrong, it does work. It just didn't work when I was outside taking very important pictures. So now let's say I want to take a picture and the camera's down low. Now the infrared sensor is this right here. It is this right here. And what you have to do is you have to aim at that. And you see it reacts. Let me turn off focus and you can see you could hear the shutter turning on. There it is. And it's in demo mode because I don't have an SD card in there. But the good thing about that, you don't have to be right in front of it to take a picture. If you're above it, I realize it's about 4 feet it works. So if you're about 6 feet tall, 6'2" like I am, if you're standing up, you just point the remote down, it still takes the picture. You could hear that if you're at the top of it. And my hand is all the way over here. So it's very, very useful. If you're in front and you want to take a family photo, no more, you know, running to the camera, turning on the sensor, and then running back into the picture. You could just use this little remote. $3. And I'm not even aiming at the camera. The camera's down here. Remote's aiming up. There it is. Now, another thing, while on this option, I'm sure most of you, if you use long exposure shots, you know what bulb means. That means that when you set the shutter speed on the longest possible, the picture will be taken as long as you hold on to the button. Now this is a little clicker button, so it's not really like a shutter button where you could hold it down. So if you set the shutter speed over here, it doesn't say bulb, it's going to say, let's see, keep going, it's going to say just those 2 lines, 2 dashes. Now what this does is you click once, you don't hold it, you just click, it opens the shutter, and you just hold the camera, you don't have to keep pressing, and you press again to close it back up to finish with the photo. So that's very interesting. If you're taking long exposure shots, you don't have to keep holding the button. I'm pretty sure there's another option where you can do that on the camera. But I'm pretty new at this. But I'm getting a lot better at this camera stuff, at understanding ISO, shutter aperture, things like that. And because I do have this local car group here in New York City. So now I want to talk a little about that. We're going to spend like 2 minutes talking about that. So I do have, I invested in a Nikon 50mm lens. I know it's not an investment. It is a very cheap lens, but it's a good lens. And it doesn't come standard with the kit. So I thought I shouldn't switch to Canon. Now I know a lot of people are like, switch to Canon. But it's a competition. It's like saying, I have no idea what. They're very similar. They both come out with similar models. They're just different names. I also invested in this tripod, separate with the head. It cost me about $200. I never knew how expensive photography is. Well, I knew photography, but tripods? I was used to those $15 ones that you just put on a point and shoot and it works right away. Has this been in the way the whole time? Okay. So, what we're focusing on right now around the business side is that we go to car meets and we try to sell stickers. And this is the sticker right now. That's the only one we have. It's the website, well, not the website, we have an Instagram with over 5,000 followers. We have Facebook is just starting out. We have like 150, I think, likes. And this isn't our design anymore. We actually, because that is a GTR, it's a Skyline. And some people that I tried to sell the sticker to or tried to give a sticker to with the Honda, they're like, oh, we don't want to put this on our car because it's not a Honda. It's they're hating, basically. So we already created a universal one. We're going to make sweaters soon. We actually do sell these stickers online if you want to check that out. It's FAFwhips.bigcartel.com. I'm going to put the link for that in the description. And if you're in New York City and you drive a decent car, let me know. I mean, we can set up a photo shoot, have something online. I'm actually, while I'm talking now, I'm going to put some pictures that we took and edited so that they can be showing. So you can see these photos. They all have the older logo because we only have like one new picture that has the newer logo because we just designed it. We decided to make something very universal that everybody will like. So if you want to learn more about that, just let me know. I'm going to put all the information about that in the description. I'm going to put the Instagram, I'm going to put the Facebook link, I'm going to put the Big Cartel link if you would like to buy a sticker. And that's pretty much it. So I know I barely talked about the button, but there's not much to talk about. It's a very good little device. So check it out. I mean, I bought it on eBay. It's not even branded with anything. If I find it, I'll show you again. It's not branded with anything, but I can't find it right now. Oh, okay. It's not branded with anything. There it is. It says for Nikon. That's it. It's not branded because it's just a piece of plastic with an infrared sensor. So it's $3. I mean, this was bought by like complete profits from like one sticker. So it's great. So check that out, and subscribe to my YouTube if you like what I do, and let me know what you think. See you guys later.